I'm going to show you how to plan flag actions for a song using flag action planning cards. Now I'm going to be demonstrating with the song, I Will Follow God's Plan. I'm dividing it up into the first 4 lines because I'm teaching just the beginning part of the song to my primary first. And you can see at the end of the 4 lines, we have 4 rhyming words also, which we'll use with our actions later. So the first thing I want to do is pick out 4. I'm going to do 4 actions for each of those lines, 4 that kind of go together or that feel right. And so the best way to do this is to just try it out. Just try out. We're going to try, let's do this one where we're kind of arcing to one side. So we'll try that one. And then we've got this one, which is just a side to side action. Let's try that one. And let's see, I like, this one is a loop-de-loop and it's going to the right. And how about these ones? They both twirl up high. Let's try this and see how it. My life is a gift, my life has a plan, my life has a purpose, in heaven it began. My choice was to come to this lovely home on earth and seek for God's light to direct me from birth. Okay, so I'm not loving the beginning part. I actually really liked that end part where I'm twirling them up high, so I think I might stick with that or do something along those lines. So I pulled out ahead of time also this one, which is just one side, and I thought I'd try that at the beginning. So, my life is a gift, my life has a plan. I like how that feels. Let's change it so that we're switching it from right and then we switch to the left. My life is a gift, my life has a plan, my life has a purpose, in heaven it began. Okay, I'm loving how that feels. So I've got those 2 cards. Let's try that. Now I want to switch to something maybe down lower. We've done stuff up high, so switch to something down lower. So I really like doing the figure 8s. So let's try that with a figure 8. My choice was to come to this lovely home on earth. Okay, we just need one more action for this. I'm going to keep it simple, and we're going to try this up and down for the last line. And seek for God's light to direct me from birth. Okay, that feels really comfortable. It feels like it flows with the song. I like the way that it goes together well. So that could be a really good start, and you could start with that for a repetition. I really like to add little flutters or waves, however you want to call these, into my songs. And we talked about earlier those rhyming words on those 4 phrases. So what I would do is I would take these 4 actions and we would sing through it with these 4 first, and then we would add in a flutter action onto the ends of these phrases where the rhyming words are. So it would look something like this. My life is a gift, my life has a plan, my life has a purpose, in heaven it began. My choice was to come to this lovely home on earth and seek for God's light to direct me from birth. So that's another way to add a challenge, and you're adding in another repetition. You could also switch out the flutter for something else. Maybe you want to do a pointing to yourself instead of a flutter. So you could switch it out and do another repetition and say, okay, now when we sing those rhyming words, we're going to point to ourselves. Ready? My life is a gift, my life has a plan, my life has a purpose, in heaven it began. My choice was to come to this lovely home on earth and seek for God's light to direct me from birth. So that's another way to switch it out, get another repetition in. You can also have the kids only sing those rhyming words, so you can do the same actions, and you sing all the words, they sing those rhyming words at the end. There's a lot of ways that you can switch this to get in more repetitions, but this is just how I use the flag planning cards. I also have these in just a reference sheet, which comes on 2 pages. All of the actions are on there, so if you are kind of the person that's like, I don't want to deal with all of these cards out, I'd rather just kind of get ideas and I could come up with something and just kind of brainstorm by having those kind of in front of you all at once. You can do that too. But this is a fun way to plan it out where you can try out different things, lay them out, try it. How does it feel with the song? Okay, I like this part, I don't like this part, let's swap it out, let's try a different one and see how that feels. So